Hello students, in the previous video we had seen about the very interesting topic of English grammar, finite and non-finite verbs. And now today I am going to discuss about the function of infinitive. You have already seen that what is the infinitive and some more examples of infinitive, and now I am going to discuss about the functions of infinitive. So to know more about it, you have to see some rules about this topic, and the first one is it can be used. First of all, the infinitive or full infinitive can be used as the subject of the verb in a sentence. An infinitive can be used as the subject of the sentence. Such as, for example, to steal is wrong. Here is the first example, and that is to steal is wrong. Here the underlined word to steal, it is the full infinitive and it can be used as the subject of the verb is. Here the underlined word in the particular sentence, here the underlined word to steal, it is used as the subject of the verb is. So it is counted as the subject of the sentence, and it is the base form of verb which is preceded by to is the full infinitive. And the second use of infinitive is it can be used as an object of the verb, as an object of the verb. The first one is as the subject of the verb, and the second use of the infinitive or full infinitive is it can be used as an object of the verb in a sentence. For the example, she wants to eat. The second example of this function of infinitive is she wants to eat. Here in the example, the underlined word to steal, it is used as an object of the verb wants. Here in the particular example, the underlined words to eat, it is a object of the verb wants. So we can say that an infinitive can also be used as an object of the verb in a sentence. The third use of the full infinitive or infinitive with to is it can be used to qualify an adjective or a noun. An infinitive can also be used in a sentence to qualify an adjective or a noun. For the example, here is the example: the bitter gourd is bitter to taste. The bitter gourd is bitter to taste. Here the underlined word to taste, it is infinitive and it is used to qualify its adjective bitter. Here in the particular example, the underlined word to taste is an infinitive and it is used in a sentence to qualify adjective bitter. So we can say that a infinitive can also be used in a sentence to qualify a noun or an adjective. Here is the another use of the full infinitive, and that is it can be used as the object of the preposition in a sentence. The infinitive can also be used as an object of the preposition in a sentence. For the example, here is the example, and that is the show is about to get over. The show is about to get over. Here the underlined word to get over, it is the infinitive and it is used in a sentence as the object of the preposition about. Here the underlined word to get over, it is used in the sentence as the object of the preposition about. So we can say that an infinitive can also be used in any sentence as the object of the preposition. And the next use of or the next function of infinitive or full infinitive is it can be used as a complement of the verb in a sentence. An infinitive can also be used as a complement of the verb in a sentence. For example, you can see the example: to to know more about these rules, and that is, this is to ensure your own safety. This is to ensure your own safety. Here the underlined word to ensure, it is a infinitive and it is used as the complement of the verb is in the sentence. So we can say that an infinitive can also be used as a complement of the verb in a sentence. Here is the another use or function of the infinitive or full infinitive, and that is as. It can be used, or the infinitive can be used as the object of the verb and can also be modified by an adverb. And the infinitive can also be used as the object of the verb and it can also be modified by an adverb. For example, most of the poor preferred to sing softly. Here the underlined word sing, to sing, it is used to qualify its adverb softly. So we can say that an infinitive can also be used in the sentence as the object of the verb and can also be modified by an adverb. Yes, students, these are the some functions or uses of infinitive or full infinitive. And as a kind of your information, I have already told you that an infinitive is two types. The first one is the infinitive or full infinitive, and the second is bare infinitive, which I am going to tell you. Bare infinitive. So you have to know what is the bare infinitive, and that is when the infinitive is used without to. When the infinitive is used without to, you have to consider the underlined words. When the infinitive is used without preposition to, in a sentence, it is known as bare infinitive. This is the infinitive which is preceded by the preposition to and the bare infinitive, and that is, here is the bare infinitive. When infinitive is used in a sentence without to, it is known as bare infinitive. It means if any sentence the verb in its base form, it is counted as bare infinitive. For the example, to know more about this expression, you have to see some examples related to this topic. The first one is that you can do this work. You can do this work. Here the underlined word do. It is the base form of verb without to, so it can be counted as bare infinitive. When the verb in its base form without to, it is counted as bare infinitive. You can do this work. Here the underlined word do, it is the base form of verb, so it is without to, so this is counted as bare infinitive. Here is the second example. She will come tomorrow. Here the underlined word come. This is the base form of verb without to, so it also can be counted as bare infinitive. So students, you can say that when the infinitive in its base form is used without to, it is counted as bare infinitive. Here is the some examples related to the expression. So then you have to know that how the uses of the bare infinitive or the functions of bare infinitive. So the uses of the bare infinitive, here is the first one. The bare infinitive, it is used with modals. With modals. When we have to know the uses of bare infinitive, the first one is it is used with modals. Modals such as will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, these are counted as modals, and all the modals takes base form of verb, and the bare infinitive is always in its base form of verb without to. So we can say that the infinitive without to or the bare infinitive is used with modals. For the example, she can solve this matter. She can solve this matter. Here in the sentence, the underlined word solve. underline word solve. It is the base form of verb without to, and it is used with modal. So we can say that the bare infinitive is always used with modals in its base form without to. The second use of the bare infinitive is it is used with word or perceptions. Words or perceptions. Word or perceptions. Students, these are the words which is belong to our senses, such as see, hear, touch. See, hear, watch, know, feel. These are the word or perceptions which is belong to our senses. And the bare infinitive is used such type of words such as see, hear, watch, know, feel. These are the words of perceptions, and a bare infinitive is used with all kinds of words. For the example, you can say that I can hear the bees whistling. I can hear the bees whistling. Here the underlined word here, it is the base form of verb without to, so it is counted as bare infinitive. The third use of the bare infinitive, and that is it is used after the word like, make and let. After the word like, make and let. If any sentence belong to make and let, the infinitive should be the bare infinitive or infinitive without to. For the example, you can say that here is the example: let her do this work. Do this work. So here the let her do. Here the underlined word do. It is the base form of verb without to. So it is also counted as bare infinitive. So we can say that, and bare infinitive is used with the word make and let. For the example, let her do this work. Let her do this work. Here the word is let, and the particular underlined word in its base form, that is the bare infinitive, is used in the sentence. So we can say that a bare infinitive is used with let and make also. Here is the next use of the bare infinitive, and that is after conjunction but. And infinitive and bare infinitive can also be used after the conjunction but. For the example, we can say that he does nothing but eat. He does nothing but eat. Here the underlined word, it is the base form of verb without to, so it is counted as bare infinitive, and it is used after the conjunction but in the sentence. So students, these are all the functions of bare infinitives and infinitive with to. So you have to watch it carefully. Okay? And that's it. This is the second part of this topic, and you have to wait for the remaining part of this topic in the next video. Okay students, that's it. Thank you very much.